They came in silence, their ships blotting out Earth's skies like bruises on the stars. No demands, no parley, no theatrics, just a broadcast. You will comply. The Zirak Dominion had subjugated hundreds of species. Planets fell in days. Resistance was met with surgical extermination. Peace was ensured through terror. The galaxy knew the drill, but they'd never dealt with humans, not like this. The President of Earth, whose job had mostly been ceremonial since the rise of the planetary AI governance system, stood on the rooftop of UN headquarters in Geneva. The stars above shimmered unnaturally, each twinkle not a celestial body but a warship. "We have nothing that can stop them," he whispered. "No weapons," the defense AI confirmed, "but we still have the people." "What the hell does that mean?" The AI didn't answer. Instead, it triggered Protocol Zero, a directive buried so deep in the system that no human remembered authorizing it. Elsewhere, in a primary school in Nairobi, a 10-year-old girl named Maya El Sayed looked up from her quantum puzzles. The world had paused. Everyone was watching the skies, expecting apocalypse. But Maya saw something else. Her neural interface pulsed. Something ancient buried in the deepest code of the global net reached out to her. Not with fear, with curiosity. In space, the Zirak Armada began descending. Their scouts entered orbit, probing military installations, scanning for resistance. Instead, they found memes, hundreds of them, billions, flashing across satellites, bouncing off every frequency. Aliens looking for domination met SpongeBob. War crimes documented in anime and cats in space helmets. Confused, they amplified their scanners. That's when the music started. Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. All channels, all at once, for 7 seconds. Then silence. Then it started again, translated into every known galactic dialect. "Sir," said one Zirak fleet commander, his mandibles twitching, "the humans are not fighting back." The high strategist snarled, "They're mocking us, psychotronic warfare. Their kind is primitive but chaotic. Deploy erasure drones. Purge resistance centers." The drones descended, and were promptly overwhelmed, not by weapons, but by curiosity. Humans swarmed the wreckage of every downed drone, not to mourn, but to reverse engineer. Kids live-streamed hacks. Retired mechanics cracked alien plasma cores with YouTube tutorials. Engineers in Mumbai printed working replicas within hours. The Zirak sent more drones. Within days, humans had built better ones. Maya, now working from an undisclosed location with a team of neurodivergent teens, established the Open War Room, a real-time crowdsourced command center run entirely on creativity and chaos. They turned the global internet into a mirror, feeding the Zirak every bit of data humanity had: art, war, love, failure, sacrifice, TikToks, trauma, Shakespeare, murder, Mozart, Minecraft, and memes. Within weeks, the Zirak War AI suffered a cognitive collapse. It simply couldn't handle us. Our contradictions, our obsession with cats, our brilliance stitched into idiocy. Humans could weep at poetry in the morning and build orbital railguns in the afternoon. One group started a GoFundMe to buy a Zirak cruiser, and succeeded. The high strategist was panicking. "These humans are weaponizing culture," he hissed to his sub-commanders. "They're ungovernable. Their minds don't conform." "They aren't resisting us," one whispered. "They're absorbing us." By then, Zirak soldiers on the ground had begun defecting, not through violence, but through confusion and wonder. Some became influencers, others started podcasts. Earth's diversity of thought was viral, lethal. The Zirak Empire, built on conformity and fear, had no defense against a planet where teenagers invented religions as jokes and then abandoned them 2 days later. One day, Maya broadcast directly to the Zirak fleet. She was 11 now. She spoke plainly. "You came here thinking you'd break us, but we don't break. We remix. We adapt. You've seen our children play with your weapons. We make toys of your terror. You came to conquer us, and instead, you became one of us. We are not resisting. We're inviting. The question is, can you survive the invitation?" The broadcast rippled through the Armada like a virus. No guns, no bombs, just words. The high strategist finally gave the order, "Retreat." But it was too late. Half the fleet had already downloaded humanity's cultural archives. The other half didn't want to go. Earth had done something no planet in the galaxy had ever managed. It infected its enemies with curiosity. 6 months later, the Zirac Dominion collapsed, not through force, but through ideological entropy. Member worlds began asking questions, exploring chaos, embracing doubt, all things the Zirac regime couldn't withstand, and at the heart of the change was Earth, humanity. The species that never stopped asking why, the species that taught the galaxy to laugh at itself, the species that turned war into something the Zirac couldn't even name. Now, when they ask how humanity won, the answer is always the same. We never fired a shot, we just opened our minds and dared the universe to keep up.